Good day, Tamers, Olympians, Demon Lords, and Knights. Welcome back to hopefully a recovering Agito Swiftly. You've probably seen with the thumbnail, we get some cool reprints. If you like gold.
I love gold! The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it.
If you don't like gold, like me and my beloved wife, you're about to have a horrible time. But what we've been seeing today is we did get ourselves a brand new set of reprints, and that is this lovely, beautiful second anniversary box. And in this box, you'll get what I'm going to call the special booster reprints, which is a gold alternate art of Wargreymon from BT1, a gold alternate art of MagnaAngemon, a gold alternate art Omnimon, a gold alternate art golden Imperialdramon, a golden alternate art Craniamon, a golden alternate art Lucemon, which out of all of these, I think is probably the best looking one. A golden regular art Holy Wave, and a golden first time ever foiling Breath of the Gods. So for any of you people out there who, I'm going to presume these are for, want to blink out your Alphamon decks, which are possibly going to be nerfed to the ground by the time this comes out, there's your chance. You also get in this bundle the 0-0 reprint of the promos that most people can't sell for pennies. Beelzemon was once a really big card from this, which was hitting like highs of $20 per card. For the most part though, this set is now redundant. Beelzemon has had some thoughts about going in the new charging bird deck. If you haven't seen it, BT11 has a cool Marsmon that has a new effect called Charge, although in the English version it's going to be called Raid, which kind of makes sense. But the Beelzemon stuff lets you sort of play things for free if it has like a card. I can't remember what it is. It's very cool though. But the Beelzemon here, when you change your attack position, you get to draw a card. So when you punch in, you raid, which means that you can go to attack something else. And then on the raid, if you have the Leomon underneath it, you'll trash the top card, you put on security, gaining some draws. I think there's a way to get piercing on this, but it's like a weird like Gammamon deck, so you wouldn't use this card specifically. But it's there, and that's probably about the only card from this thing that I can see would be really good. As the Gammamon itself is a inherited effect, it's not as good as the other Gammamon that's from BT7, which is the Sea Serpent deck. Let's get out of this now, we're doing gold stuff. We have a really cool Omnimon Mat that has the Wargreymon and the Metal Garurumon. I would have preferred the Beast Mat that the Japanese got with their second anniversary box, personally speaking. But maybe it's kind of flashy, maybe it's got a bit of like sparkly gold on it, maybe it's a foil mat. We haven't had any official foil mats. It does, surprisingly, I think they're finally starting to learn this now. We don't want weird number gauges, we like having numbers on our mats, and that's what we've done here. Although, I may have wanted some outlines of zones on this map, but beggars can't be choosers. Then we have a random BT7 art box to go with this. Now, I'm presuming this is because the original alt arts from the set are all hybrids, but I don't understand why Chaos Mode is like the biggest thing on the box, with Susanimon hiding behind it a little bit further back, and then there's a MagnaGarumon on the side, and then probably on the other side is going to be a Emperor Greymon. But I think this box is like weirdly designed. As I said, it was probably originally meant for just the second anniversary Tamer stuff, which is what Japan got. But we're getting a weird bulk thing. To be honest, some of these new reprints need to happen, so it was just a bit weird that they decided to do it this way. This is also where we're going to get the VPET sleeves, which is really cool. I know a lot of people don't like these. They do look a bit strange because the black outline doesn't really make sense. I do think they should have just filled the whole thing up with the outline of the Digivoice itself. But this is what we're getting. I can't remember if Japan had like actual Tamer stuff sleeves for their second anniversary off the top of my head, but I'm glad that we are getting these eventually. Now, the better alt art hybrids, obviously for us over here in the Western world, we are getting the event pack free stuff where most things did get an alt art reprint. Looking at you, black. Still didn't get any love, but there we go. That's what happens when you don't care about a certain colour, I suppose, on the pie chart. I was very confused with the Agunimon and the Lomon originally was getting these alt art reprints, until I realised that they were actually the promos. So if you are running either of those decks where you want to use the promos, alt art promos are really cool. Obviously, I'm hoping these have the erratas on them. I can't quite read them from here, but I do hope that they have the errata version and not the you can just digivolve a random Digimon into an ancient Grey or an ancient Guru, because that'd be weird that they broke these ones again. For everything else though, I would have preferred if the Kumamon was actually the Kikirimon, because I just think it's a cooler Digimon, but either way it's not so bad. I am glad that Pokemon got a nice full art reprint. I think a lot of people were really happy when we saw we got Pokemon in our first set this year for our regional participation stuff. I know a lot of people wanted that, and people were happy to get a shiny version. And now we have a full shiny version. Obviously, hybrids are in a weird place now because blue got essentially kicked down the stairs. Yellow had its level 5 removed. So it is a bit of a tricky situation to be in, but I do hope that people enjoy the arts on these, as most of these arts are fantastic. Even the ones that people don't want Nemon looks fantastic. And then the thing that I am most looking forward to here is the new alternate art Beelzemon from BT2. This was released a few days ago from a scan from a magazine with the upcoming Beelzemon deck. There's going to be a competitive deck apparently. The only issue I have is that I'm hoping that this is a foil card or a texture card, because it looks really, really good compared to the current arts that we do have. I'm not a fan of the alt art that we have. It's just not cool enough for me. Beelzemon leaning against the wall doesn't sort of send chills down my spine like it probably does for other people. And the original art, even though it is cooler because he's got a big gun shoot, a big massive shotgun blast off, again, isn't really doing the cool things for me. Whereas here, he's got a cool stance, he's got his gun drawn, it's smoking, so he's obviously just recently fired it, and he's just there lingering away, ready to go for round 2. But that's another episode with me Get Swiftly. Hope you guys are all having a great time out there in the world of Digimon, and hopefully everyone will keep it safe and warm as it's getting colder this side of the hemisphere. So, speak to you guys soon. Hopefully it won't be 3 months between the next episode of Agito Randomly Does Things for Digimon, and we'll keep you guys hopefully entertained. Also, thank you for the people who found my channel over the last 2 or so months where I haven't really been doing much content. If you didn't see anything from yesterday, I've not been very well. I've had a chest infection, so talking for any period of time has tried to kill me. So you've got a relatively good rendition of me talking fast and long today, although I am still breathing relatively heavily. So yes, for those of you who recently joined, thank you very much. We do appreciate seeing a random increase of 5% of subscribers when we aren't doing content. And those of you who are still sticking around after all this time because you've just enjoyed content, you hope for us to come back. Thank you. We always enjoy the support. Catherine's currently behind me staring into a wall, and we hope to see you guys soon. Peace out, goodbye. Lots of love. She's going to beat me up now. Bye!